What's going on, Avengers? In this week's patch version 1.3.5, it came with a slew of bug fixes, character animation adjustments, performance enhancements, and gear reward fixes across war table missions to ensure expected or guaranteed rewards. If you really want to get into the specifics, the link is in the description below. But honestly, I expected any upcoming update to come out swinging, with bug fixes, with the cloning labs, with the reassemble campaign replay, or at least some variation of the three considering the state of the game and the fan base. I'm not bent out of shape about the update, but I did expect more. Let's turn back the clocks about a week and assess the terrain a bit. A Square Enix financial report was released saying that Square Enix lost about $50 million on Marvel's Avengers, although Square Enix is adamant they'll recoup their losses. I touch on it a bit more, but I don't really know anything about running a multi-million-dollar company, but it seems bad. It seems like $50 million bad. But what do I know? On top of the PC player count dropping, the obvious lack of content, loot issues, a lack of roadmap or dates, and just Substation Zero expectations. All that which makes fans a dull boy or girl. I'm a true believer that Crystal Dynamics and Square Enix know exactly what kind of predicament they're in. Excelsior. If there were positive things to say about Marvel's Avengers, people would be on a totally different track. I really wish I was making a video about Kate Bishop and the release date, or some sort of video about upcoming content, just something. I wish I was making a different video, but it's just not the case. Our expectations are high because they were set high in the beginning. I get that there's certain business talk and NDAs that need to be followed along with the unfortunate events such as wildfires and the pandemic, but I really think it's time for fans to get some official word or something of an official tease. Do I appreciate the dev streams and war table updates? Yes. Yes, I do. But it makes me wonder, has their so-called transparency put them in a hole? And with no solid expectations, it puts fans in this weird, toxic place that causes the community to lash out at each other and the devs. But I get the frustration, and I get the internet. It makes me happy to read the subreddits and see fans that understand what weird and uncomfortable position this game is in. At the same time, there are very legitimate concerns and complaints on there that you can't overlook. And then you have the whole other category that's straight up being disrespectful. I mean, hell, I even laugh at some of the questionable dark humor jokes that carry truth. Maybe it's just the Marine in me, but god damn it, did these heroes not teach you anything about being a decent human being? Maybe you got the game for the villains. Doubtful, because there's only two. Okay. Alright, all joking aside, I recently had a really great experience with a streamer from Australia, Scorpio Wayno. He invited me to his strike team with two other players. We ran Challenge 4 Rifts, and he was talking about stats and about why grinding ISOs is important. We dove highly into the technical side of the gameplay regarding gear and how to maximize damage with each character. It was a fun, semi-serious, no-down session that gave me a small taste of the potential of this game. And I must admit, I had a very, very good time. But at the same time, it seems like this game is drowning in fans who are wanting more, and Marvel's Avengers just needs somebody to pull it out of the river. And just to reiterate, I'm still loving this game, and I won't drop it until all my characters are at least gear level 140 and maxing out all challenge cards, because to me, that's what would be completing everything in the game. Even when I do drop it, I won't completely be shelving it, returning to it often, doing the weeklies, and maybe even the dailies. I'm still going to keep up with the news from the devs and joining the streams because I ultimately do think the content will come. It's just a matter of when. I've been in this boat before when purchasing the Legion of Dawn edition of Anthem. Yes, it does look like Marvel's Avengers are taking a similar route, but I think calling Marvel's Avengers an Anthem 2.0, although I understood that reference, it seems to be a false statement. Have you seen any news on Anthem 2.0? It's looking pretty good. Granted, it took them 2 years to get there, but you can't always get what you want. That's a Rolling Stones song. You should go check that out. And it's just a video game. It's not like my life revolves around this video game. Or does it? I mean, I am making YouTube videos about it. Worst case scenario, Crystal Dynamics just botches the entire project and it gets scrapped, maybe goes to free to play, who knows? Doubtful, but anything is possible. I do think this game has an interesting future ahead of itself. On the positive side, we could see new players with the upcoming holiday sales. All the new Marvel shows hitting soon on Disney Plus could be a catalyst. Also, the next-gen upgrade, even though it was delayed, hopefully by that time, new content has dropped and people would have their eyes set to be playing on the PlayStation 5 or Series X. All things that could potentially open doors for more players. Alright guys, with that being said, I'm just going to end the video on this. The Marvel Hero line and comic books in general have been a part of my life as long as I can remember. I truly want this game to succeed due to the fact that I just want my beloved characters to have a game that lives up to their name. I want to be able to feel like these characters as a young boy once did, and I just want to see the positive side of this thing. I'm not saying I have Marvel goggles on and I don't know the difference between up and down and I'm just supporting it blindly. I am very reserved about purchasing skins. I don't really do that. I just try to get everything in game. I'm just waiting around and till the moment I really feel that this game has caught its stride, then I would be more willing to invest and to support this 110% and not just this on the fence kind of like I hope it does good kind of attitude, because I hope it does do good, but I wish it will do good. I wish it is doing good. Okay guys, that's enough ramblings for now. The new War Table blog just hit, so I'm going to go do some speculating on that. And if you enjoy my commentary, I'm the co-host of the Backlog Chronicles podcast with my partner Mo. There we discuss a much broader landscape of video game news, and we talk everything gaming that has happened during the week. We're non-biased. We're just a bunch of guys just hanging out talking about video games. Once again, thank you for the support, Avengers. I hope you guys have a good one. I hope to see you in the next one. I am Machine Gun Mike. Out.